Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain the use of multiple recycler views. In this example, we can scroll categories both vertically and horizontally. The application consists of 3 categories. The first category is the countries category. Country flags and country names are included. The second category is the animals category. Includes animal pictures and animal names. The third category is the programming languages category. There are pictures and names of programming languages. Now I will tell you how I made this application. Let's open the activity main.xml file first. Our main layout is the constraint layout. I added a scroll view to the constraint layout. Thanks to this scroll view, we will be able to scroll vertically. I also added a vertical linear layout to the scroll view. And I added 3 recycler views to the linear layout. Each recycler view will represent a category. I also added 3 text view components for the category names. Now let's look at the card design. There is no need to design separately for each recycler view. You can use a single design for each recycler view. Of course, you can also design separately, this is completely up to you. I used one image view and one text view in card design. Now let's look at the main activate.java file. First of all, I defined all 3 recycler view components. Then I determined how the data will be displayed on the screen. I need to be able to scroll the data horizontally. I use Staggered Grid Layout Manager for this. It takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is the number of lines, I wrote 1 to it. In the second parameter, we need to specify whether it will be horizontal or vertical. I used horizontal. Then, for each recycler view, I created 2 arrays. These arrays will hold pictures and names. I created 3 methods to fill these arrays. I added the elements of these arrays inside these methods. Then I called these arrays in the onCreate method. Now let's look at adapters. I created an adapter for each recycler view. The first adapter is called Adapter 1. I created 2 arrays here. These arrays are the same arrays I created in the main activity. But in the first adapter, I created the arrays that I will only use in the country category. Then I created the constructor of this class. Next, I created the view holder class, which is the inner class inside the adapter. In this class, I defined the image view and text view components that I used in the card design. Then I extended the adapter class from the recycler view.adapter class. After this process, I implemented 3 methods. The first method is the onCreateViewHolder method. Here I returned the card design I made. The second method is the onBindViewHolder method. Here, I have printed the data to the image view and text view components. The third method is the getItemCount method. Here I also returned the size of the array. Now let's look at other adapters. I created the other 2 adapters in a similar way. I just used the animal list array here. And I created the constructor accordingly. Then I created the view holder inner class. This will be the same as Adapter 1. Because I used only one design. So I defined the same image view and text view components. If you are going to use a different design, you should define the components in the design here. Then I extended the adapter class. I returned the same design in the onCreateViewHolder. I have printed data to components in onBindViewHolder. Here, I returned the size of the array. Likewise, I created Adapter 3. I used language list arrays here. And I created the constructor accordingly. The view holder inner class is exactly the same. Then I extended the adapter class. Here I return the card design again. Here I have written the data to the components. Here, I return the size of the array. Then, in the main activity, I created an object from each adapter class and gave the constructors of these objects. For the first adapter, I sent the country information. I sent the animal information for the second adapter. I also sent the programming languages information for the third adapter. Finally, I connected the adapter object that is suitable for each recycler view. As a result, I got an application like this. The important thing here is that you create a separate adapter for each recycler view. I hope this video was useful for you. See you in other videos.